Top of it, top of it. It is your boy, Coach One Stack, man. We tapping in, y'all. Hey, I know it's been a beautiful weekend. It's a beautiful Sunday, a fun day, but not for Finesse2Tymes. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, before I start this video, I need y'all to hit this like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna cost you what it's gonna cost Finesse2Tymes, but it's free. So go ahead and tap that button so you know when I'm dropping, some news you can use. But man, back to it, y'all. Finesse2Tymes, he has been going through a whole lot of things lately, right? He just went to jail for being a convicted person in possession of a firearm, and Sugar Big Ass, she was holding his work, so she caught that case too. But what you don't realize is, see, both of them, had he just kept the gun together with the illegal narcotics, that definitely equals a fair case. But it equals a fair case anyway because he just got off federal parole for the same thing. But let me take y'all back a little bit. Let's go back to the MIA, the 305, the 786, you dig? But hey, man, where they like to do stuff thick, you dig? So now, Finesse2Tymes was down here at an Airbnb. At an Airbnb in Miami. So what he decides to do is going to shock you guys next. Now, he has his daughter. Maybe this is why little young King ran away, because Finesse ain't living right. Anyway, he's not that good of a parent, obviously, because he was going back and forth with a young man on social media. But you left your daughter at an Airbnb, right, with some dudes that she don't know, but not only that, some woman that you just met. I wonder how Sugar felt about that. But anyways, as these goons robbed your house because y'all like to drop y'all location and tell everybody everything that you're doing, these goons came in and they tied up Finesse2Tymes' daughter. And guess what they took, y'all? They took the Richard Millie. Oh, they took the Richard Millie. It seems like lately everybody is taking stuff from Finesse2Tymes except for Diddy. The only thing he has left to give away is his manhood. But I think he gave that away anyway because he does look like he's part of the Rainbow Club. He does look like I don't want to say anything derogatory, but he does look like one of these women that resembles a man that like women. Because after all, he did have a BBL, and even though I got a big chest, hey, one of his are bigger than both of mine. And I don't know what type of bra he's wearing. Maybe it's a double E, maybe it's a double D. I don't know. But little Ricky, hey man, you're not 5'10" and you built bad. But why is it that you would leave your daughter, your flesh and blood, something that came out of you, in an Airbnb down in Miami with some random, y'all? This wasn't Sugar, it was a random that he barely even knew, right? While he off doing what he's doing. Maybe he was out there trying to cop some bows. Maybe he was trying to get some perks, because you seen the people in Mississippi said, man, he losing all that weight because he popping in perks on a day-to-day basis. I don't know, but he said he taught at as he says, the penitentiary. But he done been there 4 times and he on his way back. But, Finesse, why would you even leave your Richard Millie, man? That's a $200,000 watch. If it was real, they're at the house and they tie up your daughter and they take everything you got. And then when it was time for some get back, hey man, even your little brother was over there mad, FNG no love. To the point to where they had to call Hustle Cartel, who happened to be staying at another Airbnb close by, which is weird. Like, that's some weird shit too. And I'm gonna tell y'all people, it's really fucking weird how a lot of these supposed ops, as big as Miami is, as big as the MIA is, man, I done been there, did it, played it, got money out there, I done did it all. Man, why is it that these rappers keep ending up at the same Airbnbs in the same neighborhood? I think it's something to that. I think it's some backdoor action going on. And I mean literally some backdoor action, because there's way too many of y'all men that's doing too much kicking it. But Finesse, aren't you getting tired of being robbed? Just in Chicago alone, a few weeks ago, you just got your car taken. And I don't even know if he got his car back. Guys, matter of fact, I need 200 comments on this video. Y'all answer in the comments if Finesse paid the $20,000 ransom to get his XRT back in Chicago? Because I really don't know. I really don't know. But I do know this. I do know that Finesse has no pink slips for none of his cars. And what's a pink slip, people? A pink slip is something that you get when you pay your car off. So like I told you in my last video, as I touched on this briefly, the thing is, if I had a car that wasn't paid off and some goons came and took something from me, which ain't nobody taking nothing from me but an ass whooping. Can you dig? All I got is hard times and bubble gum, and I'm fresh out of bubble gum. Can you dig what I'm saying? So now you ain't got nothing but hard times coming from me. We ain't taking nothing from me but an ass whooping. But hey, Finesse ain't built like that. But what he should have done was just go ahead and let them keep the car. He was behind in payments anyway. You know, you guys ain't noticed that Finesse cars have been getting repossessed every time you look around, and for them to be repossessed, that means that you didn't own them. So how dumb can you be, Finesse2Tymes, to get up out the penitentiary, as you call it, for the 4th time, to get up out the feds, to be with Moneybag Yo, to be sitting up under J Prince, the J Prince family. You steal the chain that Mob Ties gave you, you melt it down and get a piece made. That's how you can tell that you a person that never had shit, bro, because that is some of the grimiest shit in the world. And hey, let's just say I'm glad you wasn't at that dice game with Duke the Jeweler, because brother, you might have had something to do with that, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with something because I don't like to hold y'all too long. Man, I met a hustler, man, a few years back. And this hustler was from Baltimore. He had did 30 years in the penitentiary. This man literally showed me how to make money. Now, you can read between the lines and figure that out. He literally showed me how to make money, but he left me with some game, man, something that's invaluable and something that I'm about to share with y'all in this video because y'all stayed to the end. He told me, he said, youngster, never put pressure on yourself. What you mean pressure, Coach One Stat? He said, don't ever put yourself in a position to where you have to make a move or it's going to cost you. That is when you mess up. That's when you go to the penitentiary. And this is how he did 30 years. And Finesse, you have been putting yourself into so many situations, like making enemies with all your ops wherever you go, and you still have to tour the country to try to get a bag. I know you're tired of that 3,000-4,000 you're getting, man. Shit, if you want to come to Las Vegas, I got 3,000 for you right now. And I'll provide security. We can have a little concert and everything, but you can't bring Sugar big ass. She look like she eat too much. But so now you piss these goons off, right, from city to city. So now you feel like you have to walk around with a weapon that you're not supposed to have because you are a convicted felon in order to protect yourself. Because when you went to the penitentiary the last time for shooting up your own show in Arkansas, what did you say the day after as you sat on social media and incriminated yourself? You said, I got my thing wherever I go. I never leave home without it. And if anybody walk up to me, your words, you said, I'm yanking. That's what you said, Finesse. That ain't what Coach One Stack said. But hey, Finesse, man, you got a whole lot of problems and I got a whole lot of content to make about you. But other than that, man, like the channel, love the content, share it, answer them questions. And hey, man, be blessed, stressed. Hey, be blessed, be stressed. Be blessed, not stressed, and make sure you get plenty of rest and stay the fuck out of trouble.